Facebook ads generated $170 billion in ad revenue in 2024. That is insane. And it seems that every major brand is just gonna double down on Meta in 2025. And by doubling down, I mean just spending more money in the platform. But 89% of small businesses actually lose money when using Facebook ads. And after spending 8 years working with small brands, I came to realize that this is because small businesses believe 5 common myths. And these myths limit their ability. They're kind of like limiting beliefs that will limit your ability to use the platform. So I decided to just do a small myth buster session with you guys today, go through each one of these myths, bust them, and show you what's actually working for our brands in 2025. Let's go. Okay, guys, so let's get started. Five Facebook ad myths that are keeping you broke in 2025. Myth number one is basically it's been around forever, like Facebook ads don't work anymore, right? And in 2025, that couldn't be further from the truth. Turns out that Meta really invested a ton of money into AI-powered campaigns and features with AI in 2024. That was a big transition year. And now this year, there are some new kind of like proven tactics that we found for small businesses to really leverage the platform. Overall, there are 3 strategies that are working across the board for all brands. The first one is to consolidate as much as possible. This is still the top, I would say the top best practice that we find, especially with small brands. What does this mean? This just means that you have to have as less campaigns as possible, because that way you can feed that campaign more with more data instead of having tiny fractions of data pulverized across a ton of campaigns. So less is more. Improving your tracking. They've done it relatively simple now with Conversions API. This just means if you have a Shopify store, make sure you install the Facebook Shopify app and connect that to your Facebook ad account. When you do that, you will improve your traffic significantly, because before you just had to install a pixel. But now with Conversions API, with this Shopify app, it just creates another layer of tracking, and it really helps improve metrics all around. And the third thing, and probably one like the most important, is it is true that interest targeting and all of that, like audience, you could target audiences really well. I don't know, back in 2018, that is almost gone entirely. Now you have to target with creative. What does this mean? Just call people out in your ads, right? So if I sell meals for hikers, that would be like hiking meals made easy. That would be my headline, right? So just target the people that you want to speak to, mention them on the actual ad. That would be the way to do it. Myth number 2, only big brands can make Facebook ads work. And that's just not true. One thing that is real is that if you have more money, you should structure your ad account differently. But that doesn't mean that if you have a tiny budget, you can't make it work. What works for tiny budget for me is less than $10,000 per month in ad spend. So if you're spending less than 10,000, follow these and you should be really safe and you should be like firing really well. And that is ABO campaigns. For just go out there and launch ABO campaigns. If you don't know what this means, is you create a new campaign, you go on manual, and then you turn off Advantage budget. So that is the best setting that I've found. It will just increase your returns, on smaller budgets. The second one is try lookalike audience tags. These always work really well for small brands because they are smaller, really kind of like tailored audiences, which is really cool. And you can generate these in the audiences section. There's a ton of resources there on how to create one. So just give these a go and stack many of them together. Like if you can stack 5 of them, like one lookalike of your purchases, another one from your subscribers, another one of your initiated checkouts, and another one of your carts, and then stack them 5 of those, that's totally fine. Like, go ahead and do that. That usually works well. And the third one is statics. Keeping it simple, guys. Our top ads are usually statics. Usually, of course, video really works. You need to have a mix if you're going to scale. But if you're starting on low budgets, go all in on statics, and they don't have to be super nicely produced and everything. What is a great static? Number one, it has a killer headline. You can get this sorted out. I love Claude.ai. This is, to me, the best copywriting tool in the world right now. It's just Claude. So you can craft some of these with Claude and some images that connect. What is an image that connect? A mental shortcut. So for example, if I'm selling the frozen meals for hikers, why don't you try not only putting the bag in the ad, but actually the food, right? Like the beef or whatever that is, like the actual product. So it connects. Okay, hiking, food, that looks yummy. I want it. I want to click. So an image will travel, I think it's 60,000 times faster than text in your brain. So just find images that really connect, like mental shortcuts. Myth number 3, you need a big budget to get results. Nothing could be further from the truth. A good $50 a day strategy can outperform a bad $500 a day one. And we've seen this time and time again in the agency. The way you would set yourself up for success with low ad spend would be just test smart. What does this mean? I would never do more than 10 ads per month until you reach $10,000 in monthly spend. You heard it right. Just 10 ads per month. That's all you need to do. And you can probably do these in a day if you really focus and sit down and concentrate here. You're going to launch 3 or 4 at a time, let them spend, and then come back in 5 days and analyze what happened. What can you learn from this? And always use the sales objective. So as you can see here, like if you follow these guidelines, you are going to be number 1, learning. You're going to be number 2, letting Facebook optimize itself. Don't be afraid to like invest some money in learning what works, because you're at a product market fit stage. Probably if you're at this level of spend, you need to know what works. You don't yet know what works. So like this is one of the best types of just marketing and product research that there exists in the world right now. So don't be afraid to spend here 10 ads per month. Just launch them, learn, iterate, and do better next month. If your agency is not doing this, give us a call. Just shoot us a message. Look us up here in the channel. Like and subscribe this. We're going to do more of this content. But look us up. We will be glad to help you. Okay, so myth number 4. You need to make nice looking ads to get results. There's nothing further from the truth. Actually, ugly looking ads often outperform really high-end looking ads. And the reason why I think this happens is because number 1, ugly ads are like more authentic. So like just a simple iPhone photo of you using the product, or of a client, one of those client testimonials that you guys might have already gotten there in your inbox. Those are really authentic, and that often speaks more than whatever headline you can think of. And another thing is, I think that other than authenticity, you can really focus in the copy. Like if you're short on time, focusing on copy, I think it's huge too. Okay. So as long as the image connects and the copy communicates correctly, you're going to have a decent ad. Doesn't matter if it's high in production or low in production. So what works for our brands? Using UGC statics and creative OS templates. So there's this platform which I really like. It's called Creative OS. Check them out. It's from my friend Chase, and they've developed some templates, and you can import those to Canva. So you just go ahead, go to Claude, figure some headlines out, put some UGC there, and you can craft some decent ads, by yourself. Again, maybe you're not in that place. You need an agency, and you should always want to hear this from your agency. Actually, we have a video of 5 questions you need to ask your agency before you hire them. So you can go check that out in our channel. Then Facebook rewards diversity. This is very, very important. So try and make your ads as different as possible. So if you're going to launch 10 ads per month, they need to be really different, right? Why? Because Facebook will reward that. How does it reward it? It's going to give you lower CPMs. What does that mean? It gives you lower costs to advertise, and that will give you lower, cheaper traffic, and that's more money for you. So that's important too. And problem solution storytelling. Again, what problem does your product solve? You need to have this really clear, right? So that's another one. It doesn't need to be nice. It just needs to be like strategic, right? And finally, dude, so many people think this is true as well. Facebook ads are the magic fix for my ecom business. No, that's not true. Because ads only, marketing is an amplifier of things. So if you have a bad product, it will only amplify a bad product, right? If you have a weak offer, it will only amplify a weak offer. So no, there's no magic fix. Things that you should be actively working on that your agency will never do or any marketing channel will ever do for you. Formulate a strong offer. This might be your easiest win. If you create a strong offer, you're going to stand out immediately. So that is number one. I think number two, if you're going to create your store, and you want to save money, don't save money on a Shopify developer. Your ads are something that's easier to fix versus a bad website. So make sure that your website is as good as it can possibly be. That's super important. And number three, really understand your customer, who they are, and what problem do you solve for them. These three things are not the agency's work. They are not marketing team's work. This is product work. And so if you can figure this out, then you're going to be able to thrive in 2025 with Facebook ads. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe if you found this valuable. Hit us up with more content that you would like to see. And thank you so much. Ciao.